Saturn and Uranus are seen as opposites in astrology. Saturn is all about discipline, hard work, structure. Then we have Uranus, which is all about breaking free of structure, becoming your individual, unique self, being different than everybody else. These two planets just are weird together because they're so opposite. So, in order to understand what it means for you in your life, you have to look at the sign and the house that it's in. So in the 11th house, this speaks of developing a lot of discipline, overcoming big challenges and hurdles in the area of life that involves sharing your gifts with the world. In your career, the thing that you're the best at, you got to share that with the world, and it's going to be hard for you. You're going to have a lot of challenges in this area of life. You need to develop commitment and discipline here. And it might be very chaotic and unpredictable the way you associate with different groups. You might go from one end to the other very frequently. But ultimately, developing discipline and commitment in finding your soul tribe, finding those people that support you in your gifts, is how you're going to be able to be authentically you, how you're going to be able to be your unique self, and how you're going to feel the ultimate freedom here in this life. Uranus makes it that you have a very unique and different way of approaching structure, routine, and all things Saturnian. You have to develop discipline and commitment and work really hard to overcome the challenges in this area. You can have these really weird and out there ideas about how to do so, or how to kind of break through the rigidity of Saturn by still working hard, but in a different way that hasn't been done before. It's not going to be your typical foundations that you see everybody else doing. And most people are going to be like, what are you doing? You're doing something really weird. You're a weirdo. And yes, you have to stand strong in that. Yes, I am a weirdo, but this is what works for me, and this is my path. You will turn off some people, but you are also going to inspire many. There can be a really strong desire to change and break free from structure. Inside, you feel like you want to become free in this area of life, but at the same time, you need to develop a lot of structure and discipline. So you have a strong urge to rebel and do things different than everybody else, but you do it in a responsible, disciplined manner. Your revolutionary and quirky ideas are intended for lasting change. You need something stable and consistent. But at the same time, you need to be able to just be your unique self and sometimes do things that aren't consistent. So part of your routine might involve just being kind of erratic and up and down with the way you do things. Somehow develop some kind of structure and plan. But at the same time, you need to be able to feel free while doing this work. And by doing the work and staying consistent, this is also how you're going to break free and just feel an overwhelming sense of freedom. You're going to be a revolutionary. Bring something new in this area of life that others haven't seen, and you're going to spark that energy in other people. This area of life, even though you are working hard consistently, might be very erratic with the results. You might not get results for a year and then all of a sudden jump like 10 levels in 1 month. That's how this conjunction works. It's a very interesting one and a very special one. And in the end, unless you're doing the work of Saturn, you won't see the breaking of the restrictions that you have in this area of life. So they work hand in hand. And just like with Uranus, you won't be able to have that sense of freedom and a sense of being your true self unless you put in the hard work. Also, you have the potential to become so resilient in this area of life because Uranus is about change and unpredictability, and Saturn is about overcoming challenges. So these two together point to the fact that you can develop this resilience in any situation, no matter what is thrown at you. All in all, this is an amazing conjunction to have and a very unique and interesting one to have. So try to harness that energy in your chart and you will see how amazing your life starts becoming.